Hey there, thank you so much for tuning into our podcast. But before I take you to your show, I have a very small request to make. Do check out the other episodes that we have created so far. And as you know, we are available on all major music and podcast streaming apps across the world. So, whichever podcasting platform you're listening to, do hit the follow button and leave us a rating, as that will help us improve our content and reach a wider audience. And with that, welcome to the show. Okay, let me tell you this. It's a really anxious day for me because 3 months back in this year, I thought that it's just 3 months left for this year. And today, at this time when the episode is out, it's just 3 more days. Oh my God, where has the year gone? Ah, anyway, this year had seen something totally unreal. Of course, I'm talking about Messi winning the FIFA World Cup because it's very hard to get over it in just one episode and just 1 week. And you know what? Out of three people on this planet who didn't watch the FIFA World Cup final, unfortunately, one of them is on the podcast. Priya, would you like to say hello to this world
What
and
are the,
apologize?
yeah, before anything else, how do you know the other two or the number is just two?
No,
How are
the
you so
number is
sure?
three. One of it is you, and the other
Yeah.
two live in Amazon rainforest where there's no
Oh, oh
signal
my
or no
God.
civilization. Okay, you got it?
Can somebody help with the knife which is stabbed on my back, please? Is there someone?
No, come on, Priya. How can you miss such an important event in like this planet's history, you
I
know?
don't think I can say anything which will justify my
Yes,
behavior.
you're
So
right.
let me be, yeah.
All right. So today is the year-end episode, Priya, and guess what? We have a guest, and of course, this was supposed to be a video podcast because we have all good-looking guests all the time, including Saumya as well sometimes. So Saumya Mishra, the episode which was like our first guest episode, I remember, and
Yes,
it
first
has
ever.
got the maximum hits so far on our platform. And we have got praises about that episode from all of you, most of you, and hence we decided to bring her back. Our star guest, Saumya Mishra, with an extra word. I
Yay!
have to mention that.
I'm clapping for myself because the hosts aren't. So I'm just clapping for myself. And guys, let's just accept it. I am the most interesting thing in your life. Come on. All right. So,
Uh,
Interesting thing. She has declared herself a thing, not even like
Priya, now
human.
now you're nitpicking. I think you know what the jest was. But yeah, I'm happy
But
that the episode did well. And that's the
and
highest.
your careers
What?
were made in this podcasting world.
yeah, your
Well,
peak.
I'll complete that, Soumya, for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. The prime was KG and Priya in your life. I agree. Anyway, moving on. KG, Bhaiya, one thing I like to say, address at this moment, take this
Sure.
opportunity that Somadi's episode was my favorite. I tell you why. First of all, she was the first guest in our show, and then it felt like we are home because this is how we are. We just talk like this in normal day to day life when we are vacationing or even chatting or something. It felt like that day is here, not like we are in front of a mic or something. And very close to my heart because she talked about her interest, which I have discussed so many times, but yet
Mhm.
she had something fresh to add. So yeah, I know she's
Okay,
listening. She
of
must be
course.
embarrassed that I'm praising her, but
Yes,
then
it's very,
yeah,
very uncommon and very unnatural for me to
she's
hear
not
you
used
say
to
something nice about me at all. And
that.
She's just
guys,
not used to it, Priya. You should have given a heads up, okay? That okay, brace yourself, tighten the seatbelt because this is what I'm gonna say.
yeah.
Okay? And then she would have been like a little prepared. Okay, let me just sit tight. Oh
Yeah.
God, this
Yeah,
is
since
happening.
you have not given that to me, I will, give you a warning beforehand and the listeners beforehand that I am going to sing in this episode, come what may. Even if you go deaf, Priya, even if you start bleeding from your ears, which you usually do when I start singing, I will sing in this episode, come what may. All right?
This is your show, and I am your listener. I think the only one.
Guys, I cannot
By the
hear.
time we are left with just
Yeah.
one listener, we'll give you the mic. Anyway,
Also, Bhaiya,
talking.
you're handling the editing part, right? So,
We'll just
yeah.
edit this part out, huh, Bhaiya? We'll
No,
just
no, no.
cut
I was
this
just,
part
I was
out.
just confirming. I was just confirming. Rest, we'll take care. It's fine.
Okay,
Moving
hold
on.
on, hold on, hold on, guys. Let's quickly move on to one of the serious things that are happening in the world, and then the fun and the rap will start. And you know what? COVID is back. It seems like I'm so scared about it. I'm so disgusted already because oh god, the lockdowns that we have gone through and the pain and agony of being inside the house and just watching the world suffer. Oh my god, it looks like it's back. China is really not doing well. A lot of media coverage is around that across the
Yeah.
world, and I think most of the countries have already started taking precautions and laying down the rules and regulations again. But it's really difficult. Your takes, Soumya, Priya.
I mean, I don't want to go back to that phase where we were, even my near and dear ones, they were running around for those oxygen cylinders, and then there was a shortage of everything, like whether it's from as basic as like a mask, or to as important as a bed in the hospital. I don't want to go back to that. See,
Yeah.
it's a pandemic, so it can't just vanish one day, which is what I had believed in this year. But I hope it's not as devastating as it has been for the past few years. I hope it has sublimed, reduced, and to a level where it's passed on as a common flu. So I'm just praying on that. I'm just hoping for that. Right now, I don't want to go back to that era where, not era, it seems like an era because it was such a
Yeah.
big
Uh,
thing. It was just last year, so I hope it doesn't come to that point for us. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? Especially the things they spread like wildfire in India because the population density and everything. And of course, it's such a huge, vast country that travelers from across the world will keep coming in. So no matter what you do to contain it, it's gonna get inside the system. Priya,
yeah.
you
Also,
want to say something on this?
one of the absurd news which I heard was one Chinese singer deliberately infecting herself with COVID. I was like, you can't. This is not something should be legal. I think some action should be taken against her.
It's a
Anyway,
crime, yeah.
yeah, it's
Full
now a
criminal
crime,
case
and it's
should be here.
3 years, by the way. When Didi said era, it's now 3 years, and uh, in 2019 at this time we were planning a vacation. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, and
we
I
were
just got a
already
response.
we
Already,
were
yeah, we
we
were
were already at, I think Jodhpur is what I, 25,
correct.
26 is what we had left.
And you
Yes.
know what? A funny story about that trip. The guy with whom I booked the Jaisalmer
Oh,
safari, he just responded yesterday. Like in 2019, I had his WhatsApp conversation.
this is
I sent him the
hilarious.
screenshot that the advance payment is done and the remaining would be done when I reach there. And that guy responded yesterday. Can you believe? He was like, okay, booking confirmed. Whenever you reach Jaisalmer, let me know.
जब आप पहुंच जाओगे बताना जैसे अरे
I'm
भैया
not I'm
दुनिया
not
बदल
kidding.
गई है पूरी.
I'm not kidding. Only if she was my crush, she would have done that, responded after 3 years. Oh my
Meanwhile, I
God.
have taken a second trip to Jodhpur. So, guys, moment,
Meanwhile,
moment.
Bhaiya has left India for Mexico, so that's
Yeah,
a bigger deal.
of course.
Yeah, I mean, so much has happened over the last 3 years. I mean, I still remember when, okay, this is superstition at its best. I remember we were in the Jaisalmer fort, and in the morning, we were just strolling around the fort looking at the local shops. And suddenly, a bird pooped on my shoulder. And it was 1st January. And everyone was like, oh, it's a good luck, it's a mark
Yeah.
of good luck. This is the best thing in the morning that you can get. And I was like, really? And 3 months later, the pandemic hit. And it was like, come on, this can't be a good luck anymore. This is not good. This is not doing good to anybody. But
Yeah.
superstitions and this country, I tell you. All right. Talking about 2022, we have got some amazing things. I mean, there were some historical events that happened this year. Most of it we have talked about on the show. But today, Priya has got something else, something interesting. Priya, over to you.
Yeah. So there were some questions related to podcasts. Of course, Somadi might not be able to like properly answer it. I'm just asking you, what was the, one of the best moments from the all these 26, 27 episodes we had?
Best moments. Okay. There could be a lot of them. Of course, one of it will always be whenever we received an appreciation from anybody, like people
Yes.
who heard any of the episodes and they WhatsApped or texted her on Instagram that, okay, you know what, this episode was amazing. So that was one highlight all the time. Like one of the factors that, okay, let's keep going. At least one person is liking it. So that was my moment.
Hmm.
Soumya, of course, the best moment for you would be when you were on the show, right?
Please don't be Kapil Sharma of the podcast industry by saying that. तो कैसा लग रहा है आपको? आप इतने बड़े कलाकार हो गए हैं कि आप कपिल शर्मा
Oh,
शो
I would
Please
have
oh,
never said
don't
boring.
that.
be
I would have
that guy.
never, ever cracked that joke. But now that you have said, how are you feeling, Soumya, to be on the show twice the
Please,
same year?
please. I am honored. I feel like a celebrity already. You must see something nice in me. That's why you have asked me to join twice, or maybe the other case would be that you do not have anyone else who's interesting enough
That's
to come on the show.
that's
So
so much on point. That's bang
yeah,
on.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
that's the reason.
that's true, but you cannot say it like so direct.
bluntly.
Yeah.
Okay,
You would
I should
have
have.
said it in a diplomatic way, you know. You
Yeah,
guys would
you
might
cannot
not have
sugarcoat
got
it,
it.
Ramani. This is not fair. You
All
cannot call
right,
our podcast a
all
Kapil
right,
Sharma.
guys. All right, let's move on. Let's
Also,
move on.
Okay.
guys, this is the first ever time I've seen KJ Bhaiya like shivering. What to say now? Good one. Good one. Yeah. So, KJ Bhaiya, I really appreciate your answer.
No, no, no. But I would want to know the same from you. Like, what was your best moment?
Yeah, first of all, I just stated that I genuinely mean it when Somadi was here in our podcast. That was because of the stories we shared. Moving on to another point, there were some instances where one of my colleagues, Charisma, she used to come to me with suggestions, and that was that felt like I was so overwhelmed that that was some of the like initial days of our friendship, and she actually started listening to my podcast. She was so proud of me, and till date she gives me suggestion that you can talk about this, you can talk about that, and I'm just thankful for this thing. Even if we have few audiences, but we have like uh, plenty of them who are honest about their
Like three of them.
feedbacks.
We have like three audience,
I
and two
mean,
of
it's
them are
fine.
honest.
Yeah,
No,
it is
please,
true.
please don't
Yes.
underestimate yourself,
Thank you
KG.
so much.
I think, maybe it's not the biggest podcast out there, but you guys have some good listeners, genuine listeners. So, I mean, all the jokes can come along about the three listeners and all of those things, but I think. We now can all agree that there are some very genuine and good people who actually listen, who actually have some feedback
Definitely.
to give, who actually have something nice to say
Talk
about the show.
about.
So yeah,
Okay, so talking about good and genuine listeners, Soumya, how many episodes have you listened? Be very honest. This is
Oh
the
my
last
god.
episode of this
Oh
year.
my god. I'm just watching a show.
God,
I
oh
am
God,
Let
I think
me
I've listened to mine, Mukul's and Yash's.
And we had like 27 episodes before this. So
oh,
the good and genuine listeners we are talking about. Oh my God, your singing is cancelled, Soumya. You're not allowed to sing on this podcast now.
this is just
No,
this is just
no,
roast
that
of
was
song and KJ. Welcome to the
No, no,
roast
no.
of
no,
song.
that was a non-negotiable. Irrespective of anything, I'm gonna sing in this podcast.
Okay, okay,
She
all
just
right.
she just said. something, and you're not allowed to. So let me just tell you some funny thing which happened today. We
Yeah.
were in a call. Uh, by we, I mean a family, which excludes my brother because he was busy with his friends. Anyway,
Okay.
so apparently Somadi wants a trip, a Europe trip to happen uh, before any significant, huge changes in our lives. She said, "We gotta have a Europe trip, Papa. You cannot deny." Blah 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 blah. She had some discussion, and me and Mummy were also in the conference call, and of course we were not given a chance to even share. And only Somadi was talking, let me tell you, and the thing was just what she said to you, like, I'm not even negotiating, this is not even like reciprocation happening. I just said it, you have to follow it. So she
Guys,
was
there's a reason I'm single, there's a reason. Like, I feel this is it.
so
I'm
Papa was
just
continuously, he was continuously kind of trimming him off, like, I have work to do, so it won't be possible. Na? He was giving just so bad suggestions. We can go to Shillong also. It also feels like Switzerland. Yeah, it's fine. And somebody was like, no, no. Can you hear
This
me,
is
um
Papa? What I
non-negotiable.
okay, moving on from our personal
Yeah,
That
family
what
was
is
fun,
this, Priya?
Swami. Yeah, I
discussion.
was just saying that was fun. I'm just glad that you said it like pura haq se. Anyway, yeah. So next thing, what was the bad moment from 2022? You would say, not where you felt vulnerable or something, but just something
On this
which you
podcast?
shared. No, just general.
Okay, just in
Starting
general.
with Somadi. Let's just start with
Yeah,
Somadi.
let's start with Soumya.
What was the question again?
Any moment where you felt, oh my god, what has happened?
Any bad or worst moment
Bad
that
or worse,
you
like,
you thought?
if
Yeah,
you feel like sharing.
No, I don't feel like sharing that. If I can
but
keep
you
that to
have to come
myself.
on. This
No,
podcast is freedom of speech. We want to know everything. This is
no, it is
investigating
freedom of
journalism
speech, but
best.
some things should remain
And
as is.
you can discuss on podcast already. It'll be helpful for the engagement, content, etc. Thank
No,
you.
but why would the users want to know about my personal life? I
Okay,
am
let's just discuss the best moment, because yeah, some of the like beautiful moments you have. One of them, if you could share.
some of the good moments were uh, like a lot of my close friends got married, and I did not expect to cry more than the brides, all of the brides. I was the one crying more at Pooja's wedding. I was the one crying more at Sakshi's wedding. Priya's wedding was amazing, beautiful, out of the world, extraordinary, the Jodhpur one. So, like, it was all in all like a roller coaster of a year. Emotion wise, I'm very happy that they have found someone, and it just so feels so surreal, like people you have grown up with, people you used to discuss all these things with, and now they are married and they are happy. It's so nice. So yeah, those were the highlights. Like, this year has been a big year for weddings. Out of the 35 lakh weddings which happened in from the month of October to December, I think 35 were from my friends. So, and I attended all of them. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think
marathon,
Serial wedding attender,
shadi. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
am a
I
serial wedding attender. Yes, that's what my colleagues also say at work. That I don't know how many leaves are you going to take at your own wedding when you're taking so many leaves at your friends' weddings. So, like, yeah, that's going to be a surprise for you all. But
all you need to know is a WhatsApp invitation, and Soumya will be at your wedding. That's it. That's it.
oh
She
please,
has
oh please, what the hell? Now you're just degrading my whole intention. No, those
no, no, no.
all of
Come on,
them were.
I've seen your efforts that you put in. When you prepare for a wedding. I would never do that. I would never do that. But you like go through an entire process. You do shopping. You think of combinations. You think of travel. Everything. I mean, come on, that's a lot of effort. So, kudos. I mean, that was. I mean, the things that you said about weddings and when you attended and the feelings that you had, I could totally relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think a
Great.
lot of people this year can, because everybody everybody has someone who got married this year. Like, they knew someone, their cousins, their family members, they themselves. So I think this is a general sentiment this year. This year has been big on love and togetherness and forever and stuff like that. So I'm
So
happy for them.
true.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
true. And we had an episode with Yash Kala few weeks back, and he
yeah.
also said everything about the insights of wedding and what's happening and how anchors play a role. So do check out that episode as well. Subtle plug, Priya. Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it was
All
it
right.
was really good. I just want to share that, KG Bhai. Anyway, moving
Now
on
it's
to
your
your
turn.
moment. Yeah.
Your turn. Yeah.
What's the best moment that you had, Priya?
Okay, me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I I planned to give a surprise to my mother on her birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
Oh.
video recorded, and it was very impromptu. And I planned everything, like how I'll be appearing in front of her. So my brother was holding the phone where he was recording her reaction. So I said, just put a cake in front of her, and I bought some gift.
Let me explain this. I think you're not painting the picture properly, because you think that we both already know this, but the listeners don't. So KG, basically, and the listeners, what happened was, mom's birthday, she wanted us to come. I couldn't. And
I
Priya
did
was
not know this. Yeah,
Priya,
okay.
Priya was hiding in the terrace the entire time until mom came. Sh- Uh, uh, our brother made them, my mom and dad, our mom and dad, sit on in an area where he can record them saying things about, okay, we'll record for the people who can't be here, or for Didi and stuff like that. And Prakhar prompted them to talk about how she'll feel if uh, you know her daughter was here, and then she comes along, and mom couldn't believe it for like
By the
Oh.
way, she
5 minutes.
slapped me, guys, just to just to assure that I'm a real human being and not a like.
Moms, they
Yeah,
just check
I
it.
am not kidding. There's a video proof. Like, she's slapping my cheek, saying, "Tum sach mein Priya? Are you real? Are you real Priya, or you're faking it?"
It's so surreal, so
And
nice.
papa being papa, I knew it. हमें पता था ये होने वाला है. I knew
Also,
it.
who booked your train tickets?
Yeah, that was his question. How did you
First
come
question.
here? I
How
want
did
to know
you?
your itinerary. What were your
Ah.
expenses? Do you need reimbursement? Stuff like that.
Wow.
Who picked you
Wow.
up from the railway station? Who was there to take care of you all this while? 3, 4 hours when we were not there in home. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, papa being papa. But yeah.
Super, super.
So that was the good
Amazing
memory.
story.
And what about the
Thank you,
bad
Samadhi.
memory, Priya?
Thank you, Samadhi, for sharing the story on my behalf. Also, I was kind of doing the same. Anyway, bad memory. Mm, mm, mm. Not bad, but just the normal day to day, like some frivolous things which I do, which make me realize that could have done something better. Uh, just normal. There's nothing as such which I can discuss. Other than that, yeah, it's fine. It's good.
I
Okay.
remember a bad memory that happened this year. I was invited to a wedding and they had only veg, and I was so destroyed,
My
so
God.
sad.
My goodness.
How can you invite to a wedding and
The
have only
audacity,
veg?
right? My
Yeah,
goodness.
you just cannot
KG,
do that. You cannot play
nobody
with
can
it.
relate to what you're saying at all, okay?
Also,
Uh,
KGB, this is an era of veganism. So
I have
we
a
have.
huge problem with all of you who are vegans. Oh my God. Oh, come on.
All right.
Okay, next question
No,
that
you
I
you
have.
haven't you haven't shared the good memory.
Mm.
The good memory. Of course, one of them would be a lot of people on Instagram would know it that I visited India this year, and the first thing I did is landed at Saumya's place on her birthday.
Yay.
So that was one great memory. A lot of people, you know, call out for that. And then, of course, the time that I spent in India was amazing. Ate a lot of food, met a lot of friends. That was just a superb time. And of course, the other, travels that I've done, explored a lot of good places in Mexico as well. So that it's all good, fortunately, touch wood. And bad memory I've already told. People
Yeah,
who
veg
offering you
biryani
veg.
one. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. I just
Uh,
just can't take them, yeah. Just can't take them.
Yeah. All
yeah.
right.
Anyway,
So,
shall we
will
go
you
on
be
to the next question?
disappointed in my wedding, KGP? Because we have.
I
Priya, let's
I'll
not go
I'll
personal. Let's move on to the next question.
Ah, okay, okay.
well, just to answer to that quickly, I'll have a tiffin of kebabs with me. Don't worry, Priya. And I'll sneak out
KG,
and
we are a Brahmin household. You will not be entering the premises with your kebabs. You will be
damn it,
asked to
Priya.
eat outside.
I'll put a congratulations comment on your Instagram. But yeah, that's the
By
best
the
that I
way,
could do
just
now.
for the audience, he's not even exaggerating. He can actually do that.
Okay, fine. Quickly, I have a very good question. What is the one thing that you spent the most this year? Any article, any materialistic thing, or any experience you can just share. Soumya, starting with you.
I didn't understand the question. You're asking what is the one thing you spent the
Where you
amount of
Most
invested your
amount.
time the most.
No, not the time. Like money. Something that you've
Oh,
yeah spend the most money in, let's say, a materialistic thing or an experience or anything.
I
Whatever,
think I
whatever it is.
spent the most money on traveling to all these weddings and to
Oh
buying
yes.
stuff for those weddings. Okay, and for gifting. I am. I hope to God that no two weddings are on the same day because I cannot make those kind of travel happen again. But yeah, I think most of my credit card would. Believe that I am more of a travel person and a shopping person. Those are my two categories I've spent the most on. Yeah, I think those.
Anything that you have bought and thought that, okay, I've bought it like a little expensive or too expensive. This happens to me a lot. Have
No,
you had such a thing?
no, whatever I buy for myself, I think it's too expensive. But
Already.
uh,
literally anything. Even if it's a necessity, somebody will be like, "Oh my God, should I be? Should am I eligible? Is it allowed
This
to have a
paracetamol should
normal
have been
watch?"
of just 20 rupees. Oh my god, I bought it for 35. This is not done. I
no,
This
it's
hate
never
not
these
about
things.
goes.
that. It's not that. It's not that I am looking for a bargain. I'm like, I do need this dress, but should I buy it or should I just wear whatever I have or something like that? I on my birthday, I remember I called Priya thrice asking whether I should buy this thing for myself or not. Everything in that, and I bought everything only because Priya was like, Didi, please buy it. Okay, you have one life, and also okay to spend. If you want, I can
Yeah.
fund you, stuff like that. And I was like, it's not about the money, I'm just feeling guilty that I'm buying. But
Or we
yeah,
can crowdfund, in case
nine nine nine,
you
thank
think
you,
like that.
thank you, I don't need that. I am not Kylie Jenner who wants to be a billionaire by crowdfunding, so no
That
thanks.
oh my God, somebody is just putting these
Taking it
one-liners.
so personally with the Kardashians. Oh my
Bam.
god.
Bang. True
Okay.
comments. Yeah.
Priya, moving on to you. What was the
Anything
one
which
thing that you
is
spent most?
okay. Yeah, the mic, I would say, and it's worth it. I bought
The
this
podcast
mic
mic.
from yeah, worth
Oh,
it.
cool.
KG, what about you?
I think it's gonna be the travels and the holidays and the vacations that I've taken. They're
Yeah.
also damn expensive sometimes when
Yeah.
you just
And
go, you know, all in. Like it's one life, you live only once, and after 1 week you realize no, it's it shouldn't be like that. Okay, you gotta
yeah,
control this emotion.
your
But yeah,
Instagram post justifies that. I mean, it looks expensive where you're playing volleyball with. I shouldn't be saying this in front of somebody, but really hot girls around
oh
you.
no,
I am absolutely okay with him playing volleyball with hot
Cut to
girls.
Saumyadi calling you back after this podcast. Excuse me, KG, you haven't told me this thing. Were you
You
playing
never
with
told this
men?
as a part
And
of
it's
your
not
story.
personal. She just want every goss to happen. Whatever is around KG, she needs to know. That's it. There's no personal thing attached. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, as long as you have told me that you are
it's
chilling,
fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I just want to know that that has happened. I can't miss out on anything, KG. Just because you are living in a different continent, you cannot forget about me. You have to
Of
remember
course,
me.
of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
I won't. I won't. And
KG, where were you
KG,
breathing
KG,
last
KG.
night?
I think I was. I think I was.
No, I
Okay.
asked where. Where
Okay.
exactly 9 p.m. Where were you?
Was the pulse rate and everything?
Yeah,
All right.
everything.
All
Yeah.
right. Quickly. So, okay, that was my thing. Like the most that I spent was on travels, and I think we would want to know from our listeners as well. Like, if you can just DM us or in Spotify. I think there's one question answer tab as well where I'll put it. Was the one thing that I've spent the most this year? Okay. Uh
Moving on to the next question.
Moving on to the next question, but recently I've realized this. You can just agree or disagree. I'm usually not a big fan of Maggie. I mean, I'm sorry. I put this disclaimer already. I don't want to get cancelled on this podcast, but I'm not a huge fan of Maggie. But recently I was having it because of some crisis in time. I had no time to cook. So I realized that one packet of Maggie is too less and two packet is too much.
Correct. Oh, thank God someone has said this. Someone
Yeah,
addressed it. I don't know
I
why. It's like both. I cannot throw it and I cannot put it inside my stomach. What should
yeah,
I do?
it's just too much.
Yeah,
Two packets and one packet is like you are hungry again in 30 minutes.
yeah.
I don't know Soumya would be able to
Have why
relate
why.
because she doesn't eat people. She just doesn't.
Somebody skips eating. If you
she's
are on a vacation with
she's only
somebody, she'll
surviving on
skip.
oxygen.
Huh. She'll be like, why are you wasting time? I said, I'm not wasting time. I'm having breakfast. You're wasting 10-15 minutes on this breakfast. Just have a roll and we'll walk and just, have that bus. Oh my
Or
God,
we can
it's
just
tiring.
eat air. We can just eat air. That's what she does. Oh my
She's
god.
made for a city like Mumbai and New York and such, you know, not getting again to the
Yeah.
topic, but yes, she's like that. Anyway, um, I'll suggest you to have YY once.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Any
That
YY fans, please DM me.
I think there are
So
a
many.
lot of these noodles who have the concept. I mean, the Maggie's concept. But I think Maggie's Maggie.
No,
The
buddy, YY is very different. Somebody, have you had it previously? Maybe I made you eat that.
Is it
Yeah,
something to
probably.
eat? You're talking about Priya?
Yes.
Guys,
YY, okay.
as soon as topics about food would come, I do not have much to say. So yeah, that there it
No,
goes.
it's
I am sure
it's
Priya must have made me eat it, but I don't recall anything about it.
So there are three sachets, like three masalas. One is liquid, and the other two are powdery ones. And the kacha vaiva, if you'll have the raw one, you'll feel, oh my god, what is this? Should I just consume without even boiling it? And then there is this pahadi flavor added in vaiva. It makes it special, and you cannot compare it with Maggie, certainly.
and why does like these Maggie and such packed noodles they taste different in the mountains? Why is that the case?
Because of the air,
Okay,
the aura, the vibe.
okay,
Maybe.
I
Maybe,
I I
maybe not.
I get it.
It's not the food; it's the ambience which makes the food nice.
Mm.
And the price. Okay, let's not go there.
And the
Fine.
prize for the wittiest reply goes to Miss Saumyya Mishra.
Yeah, it's strange, but I would agree today. Oh my god. Let's just change the topic. Oh my god. What is happening?
What is happening on this podcast? We're suddenly agreeing to Soumya. Oh no,
Somebody is gonna have such a good sleep today. I'm just, oh
this
no,
wasn't planned. This was
Yeah.
totally
this was
unscripted.
not planned. What is happening? Anyway,
All right. Quickly, I have another interesting question. Uh, okay, we discuss about the good moments, the bad moments. What is one news that you thought is like just breaking the internet or something that, oh my God, this really happened? One event you can say this year, any event that you can recall of, which had a global impact.
there were so many, but I would say uh, loss of few legend actors and personalities. Uh,
Yeah,
that
could be.
that really impacted me since last 2 3 years. It has been like that. So yeah, that would be
Soumya,
one.
you?
I think for me, hands down, Argentina winning the
You
FIFA
got
World.
it. You got it. Priya, you're fired, okay? Just for the record,
Really
you're
sorry, guys.
fired. Soumya is going to host the show from next episode onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Soumya. You're talking about Argentina
Um,
winning the World Cup. I'm here.
FIFA, yeah, FIFA World Cup finale was hands down the best finale ever, and I mean, just a roller coaster, right? A man's dream was finally fulfilled at a match, at a event that would probably be his last, and what a match! I mean, what a match! What a game! I mean, a lot of people are just focusing on Messi, but I think it was a team effort. From France's side, it felt like it's just Mbappe who was playing. It felt like that to me. I'm not trying to point any fingers, but I think Argentina, the entire team was working towards one goal,
Yeah,
and it worked out very, very joyous, victorious, and amazing moment, I would say.
totally agree. Totally agree. And this is one thing that impacted the whole world. Talk about a country and people watched that match or people heard of what happened there. It just wasn't the case that it's untouched. I mean, this was unheard apart from my co-host on this show. So,
Buddy, don't alienate me. Anyway, what
okay,
about India versus Pakistan, bruh?
of
No,
course,
I
What
of
about?
mean,
course that would
that
be
is
ranked too.
there, but
Yeah,
I
Please
mean,
speak at the same time, guys. Come on.
Soumya, you go first.
of course, India versus Pakistan was amazing. Virat Kohli did extremely well, but I don't know. FIFA happens once in 4 years. BCCI, I don't know what game they are playing. There's some World Cup every few months, so I think they have lost the gravity of my attention on that. But not that FIFA, as an organization, is also very pure and uh, nice. There's
Okay,
character
hold
there.
on. This podcast is yet to make it to the big stages. You cannot just get us cancelled right now. Okay?
It's
You
the
cannot just
it's
start
the
attacking
truth.
FIFA.
It's 1 second. It's the truth. Why else they would hold a World Cup at a place where there were literally zero, stadiums few years back. It's so hot. Like the weather conditions also do not favor any matches over there. There's a reason this year the matches happened in the later part of the year because it's a little colder. Otherwise, I think matches happen June, July, or something like that. So it was obviously there is some sort of corruption involved. I am not stating something
Oh my
extraordinary.
God.
That's what it is there. So yeah,
You have already said everything,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
think,
yeah.
guys, this is not just the last episode
I
of the
think
year,
our
this is
panel,
the last
yeah,
episode
we
of
should,
our careers
yeah, we
in
should
this
distract our
space.
panel. Yeah.
But we did discuss about it, Priya, right? In one of the episodes that um, there have been talks about corruption. There have been talks about the labor situation in Qatar, where
Yes.
a lot of people died while the stadiums were built, and no human rights, no United Nations got involved into it.
Involved.
But yeah, anyway, talking about the moment. Messi winning the World Cup, exactly, Soumya, like you mentioned, how important it was for a man to achieve the peak, of his career. He could be the best player, best personal records that he has attained, and all the things that people say about him. But it all got finished. Like Peter Drury, one of the amazing commentators in footballing space, soccer space, he said that Messi shakes hand with the paradise, and I just feel like he has achieved his peak. That's how a complete career looks like. That's how an ideal, circle of life looks like.
Yeah.
And of course, it's I was at an airport lounge. I was jumping with my t-shirt off, you know.
Yeah.
That was the level of excitement that I had for that match. But of course, India versus Pakistan, this match
I
is
mean,
always.
I think we are all the things we are talking about are more what what sort of positive and what we cared about. I'm sure if we want this to be politically correct, I mean, of course, the war between Ukraine and Russia is something to talk
Yeah.
about, and there are other things. Queen Elizabeth passes it away, but it's just doesn't affect our lives personally, not per se that Argentina winning FIFA does as well, but I think much more important is inflation we are facing right now. However, we
Oh
just want to
God.
keep it light. So
Simultaneous becoming a part of a life. So
And also
yeah,
because these events happened so recently and it's very fresh in our heads. But
yeah,
rightly mentioned the Russia Ukraine. How can we forget that it's still going on? Oh my God,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
still happening. And of course, this China Taiwan debate,
yeah.
the COVID coming back, everything is just making Queen. Of course, we had an episode about that as well. The impact like her death had on the world. And um, guys, this Meghan and Harry thing on the Netflix,
I haven't
they just
watched it.
yeah,
I was on Twitter the other day, and they were like someone was just shitting like every episode is just about talking trash about the royal family is what they're doing on that
Okay.
show. I mean, this was one of the tweets that I read, and people were like, "Yeah, exactly. How is Netflix allowing it? The family should comment on it." I don't know what's
the thing
happening.
is, I did watch few clips where they were talking about the royal family and whatever
Hmm.
happened. I partially agree to that Twitter account which posted about this thing. Uh, I don't know what is the actual truth behind every chaos which happened with the two beautiful people. um, but I don't want to comment much. We don't know everything. What was
I
their
just feel
take?
that's the British version of Kangna and Ritik feud because
Ah, yes. Where
that's what is happening.
Ritik
Initially
is Queen
people cared
Elizabeth. Yeah.
about it. Initially people cared about it. Initially people cared about the Kangna Ritik case as well. They were favoring Kangna, and eventually you just say too much. You should know when to stop speaking. When you have made a point, just stop speaking. The world doesn't care now, so that should have ended it at then when they did the Oprah interview, but they
So
kept
yeah.
Yeah.
going on. So now I don't think people care. They just think that these guys just need attention because they are the supposed air quotes royals of a country, as if that title holds any significance to the rest of us. But yeah, so there it goes. It's just inconsequential. I think irrespective of what they would like to say, I don't think they held queen in a very high regard. And I am
True.
aware that a lot of our jewels are possessed by the British Museum. However, she still made a difference in a lot of lives, even though she was just a symbol of monarchy. She was a stable symbol, and what these guys are doing is just opposite of what I think monarchy would have stood for, and that was a stability. So yeah.
Losing credibility to some extent, I would say they
Yeah.
did after releasing the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Felt
Yeah.
disappointed. Yeah.
I mean,
What's the
totally.
next question, guys? I'm waiting for my turn to sing.
Okay,
Oh
the
my
next
God.
question. Next
Yes.
question. One thing, one event, or basically a situation that you want in 2023. It could be like something to do with the entire world or something just personal. Anything.
Well,
Um,
Soumya, you
yeah,
go first.
Priya. I think Priya should start with this one.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say when, of course, the last 3 months were gave me some push towards my I mean, thinking about my future and everything. That's fine. But then one thing I'm gonna take away from 2022, and I'll just implement that, would be to not give up. It's very generic statement. Not do not give up. Do not stress and all. But one thing I learned, you should always address your problems. And there is a time when you will see that, what about just accepting it? What about just accepting that, yes, this is going to happen, but then moving on? What's next? Because this is a never ending process, where even after reaching to a a peak where you're at your best, career, family, marriage, everything, then also you'll have to deal with problems. So why are you scared of taking risk? It's fine. Just breathe.
And
Also,
basically giving less attention to things that don't need that much attention, you know?
yeah, give attention as much it requires, but
Yeah,
then don't be like overwhelmed all the time thinking about it.
right.
Was the one thing which I learned. Also, just
And you want that to like implement in
yes,
2023.
yeah,
All
from
right.
2023 onwards. Yes.
KG, you are next.
Super cool. I think for me, oh God, I was not prepared for this question. But one event that I would want in the world is, of course, this COVID, which is coming in bits and pieces and scaring us all over again. Whenever we start thinking that the life is back on track, and it just hits back, because it's not just the restrictions that come with it, but let's say if you get COVID and you recover, your body is not the same after that. That's one thing that troubles me, because it will eventually lead to other issues. And next thing, of course, what Priya said, I'll just echo it in a different tune, is what I would do for me personally is give just less shit for things. I sometimes like overthinking. We just say that, okay, overthinking is normal, overthinking is human. I just want to end that. Like, it should not be normal for me. I do not want to overthink on anything. If something is happening, I'll maybe think about it for like the span that it needs attention. That's it. Not because eventually, this one thing that I've learned at this age, which is quite late, but you never learn anything late, actually. So it's like, if something that's paining you a lot today, like something that you have lost, something that you could not get, something you missed in life, and you're thinking a lot about it today, in less than 3 weeks or 3 months time, you'll start realizing that, okay, it wasn't that important at all. Okay, and you'll just be in peace with it. But at that time, you were in so much of pain and trouble that, oh God, I missed this opportunity, I missed this. It could be with anything, right? It's never like it won't happen again or something better is not written. So stop. For me, I'll stop cringing on the things, that I think is a missed opportunity right now. Maybe there's something better which will happen, and in less than 3 weeks or 3 months time, you'll realize that it wasn't that important after all. So that is my take on it. So may you go next.
Um, I do not have such profound things to wish for in 2023. I just want to be uh living
Married?
peacefully.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Great. I
Sorry.
don't think peace and marriage goes hand in hand, but
Oh, come on.
yeah, I guess it's time that I should be. So yeah, let's manifest me getting married and you getting enough leaves to be able to travel to India. And no, that was not my wish. Although I was talking about peace, and I really want to travel more with my family. And I also want to travel, like in general, how much ever I can. because if my friends are listening, all my leaves this year were spent on attending weddings. So I hope next year I'm able to, travel not for just for the purpose of, attending weddings, but to also travel for the sole purpose of traveling. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I hope 2023 brings travel in my life. And yeah, I guess uh, a partner, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Somebody
Ooh.
smoothly doing tathastu. She's just throwing this in universe, law
Yeah.
of attraction of the
Yeah.
words. Yeah, I
So
get your
people
game,
listening to our
Samadi.
podcast who think like you can match up to Soumya's expectations, DM us and we'll review you and then we'll
Also,
send
all the
you.
best, guys.
All my friends, even Aditi also, at Priya's wedding, she was clicking my pictures and posting it, that I hope the next mehendi we attend is yours. So guys, whoever are interested, please DM me for
That
rishta.
is so wrong that you're saying on a live podcast. You cannot just ask for grooms on a pod. This is not a dating show.
I didn't say that. I'm telling you what happened at Priya's wedding. I'm not.
By the way, guys, for anyone, Priya is actually Somadi's friend. It's not me.
This is just
KJ
going too
Bhaiya, yeah,
personal. This is
Yeah, there are
just
two people with the
there are
same name.
two people, the same name. Yeah.
and with
Yes.
such a unique. Anyway, Soumya, it's time for you to sing. Priya, it's
Okay,
mandatory for
guys.
you to listen. And
Thank you for your time, guys. See you
No,
next
you're
but
gonna.
Tuesday. Bye.
I can't think of anything right now. But I thought there'll be some moment where, instead of talking, I'll just sing my answer. And now I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
Well, that's like too much, Soumya. That's too much liberty that you're asking for.
Well, I'm not gonna sing. Can I just play some tabla or something? Is it fine? In your podcast. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. I'm not
Okay.
asking you.
Okay,
I'm
we
just
have given you a heads up. We'll be back to you in 1 minute. Meanwhile, me and Priya will just chat about something else. So, Priya,
no, no. We are ending this. We are not giving anyone any time.
come on. Soumya, come on. Our listeners,
Somebody just one
they're
line
tuned.
sing and just go. Okay, fine.
They were
Um,
tuned in just to listen to your singing. They were absolutely not interested in what shit we're talking, what raps we did
No,
for
they
this
are.
year.
Self
Okay.
deprecation not allowed.
Go ahead, Soumya. In your beautiful voice, let me introduce you. So, ladies
I,
and gentlemen, presenting one of the most amazing singers of our generation.
KG, you are just okay.
And
I don't think it's
uh,
gonna come out like that, but can't do it.
yeah, the most amazing singer of our generations, Saumya Mishra. And let me tell you one more thing, she's trained in all kinds of
Nothing.
Bollywood music.
Nothing. I'm training
And
nothing.
Guys, I'm taking a break. I need to puke.
Priya, hold on. Soumya, go ahead. Come on. Three,
I
two,
can't
one,
think of
start.
any song. KG, you know all the songs I sing, so you have to suggest one.
Okay. Uh,
Oh my god.
this podcast is going nowhere. This
It
podcast
can
just.
be edited out, Priya. Relax.
वो सिकंदर ही दोस्तों
No way.
कहलाता है. I'm just singing for myself.
Okay,
हारी
sing.
बाजी को
Sing अगर तुम साथ
जीतना.
हो.
Okay. Is that because it's your favorite song?
One of mine, yes. Or
Okay.
do you want to sing Channa Meria? I don't know.
No, I am leaving this right now. I'm leaving. My
Yes,
finger
stay.
is just 0.1 centimeter away from leave recording. Do you want me to press it?
No,
No.
no, no. Hold on. Quickly, Soumya.
Okay. पर ठहर जाओ, दिल ये संभल जाए, कैसे तुम्हें रोका करूं, मेरी तरफ आता हर बिन बोले बातें तुमसे करूं अगर तुम साथ हो, अगर तुम साथ हो. I think that's it.
Oh my God. I'm your first subscriber on your YouTube channel and your Instagram singing
Okay.
page because I don't think anyone else would subscribe. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
your
true.
only fan.
Yeah.
Priya, any expert comments?
Yeah, it's over.
It
Thank God. Dot. Period.
wasn't that bad. Come
It
on.
wasn't that bad. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
good.
was not that bad. Which song did you sing? Which song did you choose? I'm sorry, I was not okay.
That's the
Yeah,
episode, ladies and gentlemen. We had
that's the
Saumya
rap.
Mishra,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
an amazing singer, Priyanka Mishra, the champion host, and the one person who didn't watch the FIFA World Cup final out
Oh
of
my
three.
God. How many
And
times are you gonna mock me like this? Oh.
Because
okay,
Priya, you are truly the personification of the people who are like lost in their own world, who are not in line with the current happenings of the world.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm living my life. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
And I think the
uh,
people who watched the
I
FIFA World
don't
Cup
think
final were
anything is gonna
also
yeah.
really
justify it.
surprised.
I'm really sorry. Don't mock me, please.
Okay, okay. Let
Please.
me let me talk to my audience. Yeah. You guys just don't let me speak. Okay. So, dear audience, whoever tuned into the episodes over the last 27,
Bhaiya,
28,
don't. Don't.
you
Don't
guys
stretch
are
it.
awesome. You guys
Yeah.
are amazing. You guys had time to listen to the stupidity that we did on the podcast.
Oh my God.
And yeah. So, thank you so much, everyone who listened to us in whatever platform you did. We kind of gathered some audience throughout the 27, 28 weeks. We never gave up, irrespective of whatever was happening. We tried to come up with an episode. And this year has been, the podcast has been one of the highlights of our lives in this year, of course. And we want, we hope, we wish, and we'll try to continue it in the coming years till we reach 1001 episodes. Priya, just stay there, okay? Just stay there. Let me just talk to the mic.
I'm, yeah, also, I just want to see myself, of course, us giving interviews for a podcast. Let's just,
That was too much.
because it's
Okay,
a manifest
1001
episode like
episodes.
every other Karan Johar's episode.
No.
Didi has manifested something I'm going to do. So, yeah.
All right. We
And
don't want to
thank
be
you for the
celebrity.
support. Thank you for the feedbacks. Do send us more. And thank you, Samadi. We love you. Thank you, irrespective of the fact that you don't
Of
sing
course.
well. Okay. Uh,
You do. You do.
bye,
I'll
guys.
text you. So
Thank you so
everybody,
much,
once
guys.
again, Saumya Mishra on Say That Again, Mate. I hope you had fun. And the questions that we put out was just random, and we'll try to get some answers from you as well. What made your 2022 special, and what are you gonna do in 2023? Even if you have no plans, that's the plan. And with that, thank you so much. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a New Year. It's just around the corner. And oh my God, this year is ending, Priya. Oh no.
Yay! Happy New
Yay!
Year, guys. Have a
Happy
great
New
year.
Year! Happy New Year!
Quick disclaimer, there won't be any episode next week because it's holidays and have fun.
Yeah,
Of course, you don't
he's
want to listen to us.
gonna go for expensive holidays. Yeah.
No, no. I'm free. I'm home, but we are not doing an episode because, of course, nobody wants to listen to us on New Year's. Come on. Okay, fine. Thank you, everybody, and bye bye. Thank you, Soumya.
Bye.
Hey there, thanks for listening to the podcast. Just in case you liked the episode, do leave us a rating and follow us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to. It will be of great help if you share the podcast with your friends and tell them what podcast you're consuming. And you can also send us your questions, suggestions, feedbacks, and AMAs at pleasesaythatagainmate@gmail.com, or you can DM us on our Instagram. Our handles are there in the description of the show. And with that, I'll take your leave and see you again next week.